I love this book, Fiona the Flamingo. And I like this moral of the story, that we need to be nice and we need to include people in our group, and that it doesn't matter if someone looks different than you or even if they speak different than you. We need to be kind and nice to everyone and accepting. So here's my flamingo. Now, if you look closely at my flamingo, do you see a number? I see a number. Do you see a number in my flamingo? The number 2. And even if you look over here in the book, here's a number 2, here's a number 2, here's a backwards number 2. I love when you can look at something and break it down into shapes or into numbers in this case. So now I want you to take your paper, and you have a choice here. You could hold it vertically, up and down, which is also called portrait. Or if you wanted to, you could even hold it horizontal, which is landscape. I'm going to hold mine vertical because I want my flamingo to be big and front and center. Now, I'm going to start with a marker, but of course, I want you to start with a pencil. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a number 2. So let's, big is better in art. Don't forget, big is better. So give me kind of a strange looking number 2, but it's a number 2. Now from here, we're going to go along, kind of keeping it parallel, and this is what's going to make the beak and the neck of our flamingo. So this part becomes the beak. See how easy that works? And then we're going to give the flamingo an eye. And I even put a little eyebrow on it, but that's up to you. Now we need to make the body. So we're going to take this part here and we're going to go around. So connect from here and bring it up here. Now it's starting to look like a bird, right? I'm going to add some feathers here. And remember, yours could be different. Yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. If you look at these, and if you remember from the book, they were all a little different. Now, what does a flamingo have? Do they have arms? No, flamingos don't have arms. They have wings. So let's give this flamingo a wing. Now, flamingos don't have hair. They have feathers. So I'm going to put some little feathers all the way around here to give it some texture and make it look more like a bird. You could even add a little bit of feathers up here if you wanted. Now, how many legs does a bird have? That's right, they have 2. So let's go down and give them some little feet. Now, you could just make your 2 legs down, but flamingos are one of the birds that normally stand on one foot. They tuck the other one under all the time. So I was going to start to tuck this one under. And I kind of just made it look like a backwards L. So give your flamingo some feet. Now this is where the fun part comes in. How do you want to do your background? We're going to do our backgrounds however we want. I'm going to even put up on the screen some different pictures that they had for backgrounds in the story. The only thing I want is I want you to layer your background. See how I have some water, I have some grass, I have some bushes, I have some leaves. Look at this picture. See how they have things layered? I want you to layer yours. See how they have things layered? We're going to do some layering. So I want you to figure out what you want in your background. You could even have another bird if you want. And what are you going to put for your layers? And see how they even put some of the grass and the leaves down there? I did a little bit of that myself. So I want you to figure out what kind of background you want for your bird. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. And then next time I see you, we're going to watercolor these in with some liquid watercolors, and they should be gorgeous. So let's get working.